Hi, it's Joe Mitchell with your 10-minute educator. Are you ready to be educated tonight? Are you ready to activate your greatness? Well, let's talk about unstoppable confidence. We've been talking about confidence for a while now, and I think it's such an important component to things. You really need confidence. And, a lot of people think they have confidence. But here's one of the major tests of confidence. Tonight, we're going to talk about one of the major tests of confidence. And that test is, sorry, one second. And that test is saying no. That is a big factor. Or can you say no? Okay, and the two places where it's really important to say no are to people that will distract you from your mission and social media, computers, email, all of that stuff, the electronic stuff. I have one of my mentors, Brian Johnson. He has this really great site called optimize.me. If you ever want to get some really great advice, he's got a daily thing where he does sort of something like this, except it's his own little brand, and it's really powerful to turn off your social media. He turns off all of his stuff in the evenings. I don't know. I don't know if you do that. Do you turn off your stuff in the evenings? You turn off your email, turn off your stuff in the first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I do not look at email, do not look at anything. I have my phone with me because I play music on my phone, but I do my meditations from my phone, but I don't at all look at social media. And that's a very important thing. So let's go to our little thing here. This is the Act with Unstoppable Confidence checklist. And as you see, there are a number of things here. Release blocks to unstoppable confidence with EFT tapping. We've talked about that quite a bit. Be grateful for your unstoppable confidence in advance. If you go back on some of these, if you go to YouTube, go to my YouTube's channel, make sure you subscribe. And there's I have all of this stuff all laid out. Take consistent, meaningful action. Learn to say no. Okay, this is where we are tonight. Learn to say no. So let's get into it. Learn to say no. Okay, so what are we going to do about people and situations that get in our way? We're going to say no. Say it out loud right now. No. And I mean it. No. And then talk to social media and say no. I mean it. No. Okay. I mean, this is a little bit of self-discipline here, but it's something that is going to make all the difference in the world. So let's look at it. What you've got to do is you've got to get comfortable setting boundaries for yourself. Now, this is so true, especially if you live with other people and you're working from home. Like in the COVID era, a lot of people are working from home. You've got to get comfortable setting boundaries and saying, okay, well, from this time to this time, do not disturb me. I've got to work. So that is a super important thing, is to be able to set your boundaries. And so one of the things, okay, now you know that my solutions have to do with tapping. And so if you have some problems setting boundaries, what do? You tap on that. And you say to yourself that I have trouble setting boundaries. You assign a value to that. Okay, well, that's like 7 out of 10. It just doesn't feel comfortable setting boundaries, 7 out of 10. And then as you do your tapping, you bring it down to a 2 or a 1. And then you find yourself, or even a 0, and you'll be able to say no. Use tapping. It's really like one of the most powerful tools that you can use. Here's a very important tip. Identify your most important objectives and focus on them with passion. So find out what's getting in the way of this, because this is what you want to say no to. You want to identify what's the most important thing to you, and you want to focus on it with passion. Go for it. Identify it. Focus on it. You can do it. And if you find yourself getting distracted, tap on it. Eliminate distractions. And here's a key one as well. Eliminate distractions. Create a time block with no social media or TV. And this is easier said than done, as you probably know, but it's so important. So important to be able to focus without doing all of that. And it's sometimes it's harder because you're on your computer, and so it's easy to go to Facebook, or it's easy to like have to do something on Facebook and then get totally distracted with all kinds of stories and whatever. So you got to realize that you need to discipline yourself to say no. That's the message for tonight. Discipline yourself to say no. And if you're having problems doing that, tap. So just imagine that you're having some difficulty with saying no. Okay, I have problems saying no to going on Instagram. Okay, and then what you're going to just do is you're going to tap on that. I have problems with that. And as we've talked about with tapping, all you do is you tap on these points while you think about the thing that is bothering you. I have difficulty with Instagram, getting off of Instagram. Difficulty getting off of Instagram. Difficulty getting off of Instagram. Difficulty not tuning into Instagram. I know how it can be. Difficulty not tuning into Instagram. And you just let yourself relax with it. Determine that you are going to build your confidence by learning to say no. Makes all the difference in the world. So one of the things that I'd like to invite you to do is to get 2 free chapters of my book, The Art of Joyful Achieving. And you go to my website, activateyourgreatness.com, and you can get those like that. And it's free. And in there, we have a Daring Success System, which talks about confidence quite a bit. So please do that. And that's it for today with our 10-minute educator. We're way under 10 minutes tonight. So I hope that you have a great day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. Learn to say no. So powerful. So powerful. And you are that powerful. So do it. Get the courage up and do it. Thanks, and have a great one.